Think it's going to be the biggest mistakes in retirement.
Ooh, wow, that sounds really interesting.
But before we do that, if you're new to the channel,
we are Tina and Norm, and we would love you to subscribe and press that button and give us a thumbs up.
it really helps us find a wider YouTube audience. So, Tina, what's number one?
I think the biggest thing is don't leave it too long to retire.
There is this misconception that life is over as soon as you retire and there's nothing good to happen, but it's quite the opposite, isn't it?
It is. In fact, we are finding it is absolutely amazing. We are doing so much more now, and it's interesting, and it's for ourselves, isn't it?
And it's just not that joke about how did we ever find time to go to work. It's you're able to redefine yourself for yourself.
Yes.
And not wear a label that an employer has attached to you. So this is one of the few times in your life that you can be yourself.
And it's great, isn't it? We're loving it.
So don't leave it too long till you retire, because you only have so much good health.
Yeah.
And you don't want to squander that in somebody else's employment.
No, because that's the one thing, hey Norm, you just can't buy time, can you?
You can't indeed. So what do you got for point number two, Teen? Biggest mistakes in retirement.
And that is, don't leave all your money in a high street bank savings account or checking account. They pay such low interest. I think they're like 0.25 or something, aren't they, Norm?
That's right. So you're actually losing money when you factor in inflation. So it's a great temptation just to leave it in a safe bank that you've known all your life. But you need to earn some money from that. And so we're suggesting have some money in cash by all means, and then invest in some other higher income vehicles like bonds or GICs, and that's what we would recommend.
Which is great. And if you look, Norm, to the service fees that they charge you at the bank, you could end up actually losing money, couldn't you?
You could.
One of the biggest mistakes in retirement, Norm, is for people not to overpay in their RRSP.
And the reason for that, Teen, is if you're a middle to low income person, the tax relief that you get paying into the RRSP should be the benefit of a high income tax person, because when in retirement you're hoping to be in a lower tax bracket. But if you're in that middle area, there isn't much advantage to it. So that's why we like the TFSAs, because the money is tax-free when you draw it out. One of the big mistakes is not knowing what the government pension's going to be. You're so concentrated on saving for your own retirement. A lot of people don't realize how much money they would get from the government. And Teen, how would you go about finding out before you retire how much you're going to get?
So in our case, because we are living in Canada, we would go on to Service Canada, and you can go on there and it's amazing. You can find out everything you're going to get from your CPP to your OAS. The information is all there.
And we do believe that the UK and the USA also have these calculators where you can go on and find out what your pensions in those countries are going to be. So that's a huge mistake.
Yeah.
If you know how much you're going to be getting, then perhaps you don't need to be saving as much, and you could look towards reducing debt, perhaps.
Well, it just helps to have that knowledge, doesn't it, Norm? Because we actually didn't realise how much money we were going to get, did we?
So that was a pleasant surprise.
It was.
So, Teen, you found some secret money in Canada from the government. What was that?
Yes, I did. So we have found out that if one of you has a partner who is 65, which Norm is, and they get OAS and GIS, the other one, me, who is between 60 and 64, and I'm 64, can get an allowance. Hey, Norm.
Now, we don't really know how much that is,
No.
but we have applied for it.
Yeah, we've filled the papers in, we've sent it off, so fingers crossed.
But one thing that we really just wanted to make this point is that it's not well known and well publicized in Canada. And it was just something that we came across as
Yeah.
we were doing research for these financial videos.
Yeah.
So if you want to know more about the allowance and you fit the description in age that we've described, then go online and do some searching. And there's
Yeah.
free money.
It is, and we hope you qualify, and we're very excited.
So we thought we would come down to this beautiful, tranquil little fountain at the trailer park, Teen.
Yes.
And perhaps you might be hearing the water in the background as we tell you about another big retirement mistake.
Well, sometimes you can think you want something to happen. For example, we were planning to do a certain river cruise for our 40th wedding anniversary.
We were.
And what happened was, 2 years prior, we had this idea we were going to go on this great river cruise for our 40th. But we actually saw the opportunity 2 years before then, so it was then our 38th anniversary.
But the deal was just too good to pass up. So we thought, let's do it now.
Yeah.
Let's not wait, because we might wait till our 40th anniversary and who knows?
Yeah.
We might not have been able to have.
Gone, or we
Gone.
might not have had the health to do it. So we took it, didn't we?
We did.
And we had an amazing memory of a fantastic river cruise, didn't we?
And we went down the Danube and
Yeah.
it was just spectacular.
Yes, it was beautiful.
And while we were on that cruise, we found out that certain times of the year they can't do the cruise because of either flooding or they drop the water levels too much.
That's
so
true.
we just did it. We had our anniversary 2 years earlier, and we're just saying to you,
Yeah.
maybe consider the same for yourself. Well, we hope you enjoyed our take on some of the mistakes that you could make in retirement. We've certainly done a couple of them. So we would really like to thank you for watching
And we hope that everybody is staying safe.
and keeping well.
And until the next time,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.